Hello and welcome to another tutorial for Canada's only drug test reporting system, Veriport. Today we will be reviewing the reporting interface that allows for the compiling and export of system reports. You can see here that we are logged into our test and demo environment. To access the reporting interface, click on Reports and then click on Export Data. This will take you to the reporting page. So a few things we want to take into consideration when we're building a report is the date range that we're exporting the data from the system in. As you can imagine, there's a lot of dates that we have to take into consideration. The date that the specimen was collected, the date that the lab received the specimen, the date the MRO released the report, and the date that the TPA delivered the report. So when we query Veriport and ask it, hey, show us all the reports for this date range, we need to tell it which date range we want it to search by. So in this case, we're going to search by the date that the MRO released. Now by default, Veriport always looks for the last 30 days of test results. But if you click on there, you can see that there's some quick selects here for all the different date ranges. This is going to show you everything that was reported today, ones that were done yesterday, within the last 7 days, the last 30 days, current month, or the last month. It also allows you to put in custom ranges if you want to do reporting from past months or for specific days. Let's have a look at last month's tests. You'll see here that the report is automatically dated from November 1st to November 30th of 2016, which was the last month from today's reporting date, which is December the 19th. What's really neat about this reporting system is it allows you to create your own reports. You're not stuck using system generated reports. You can customize and make your own for your own reporting needs. And this can be done using the column filter. So what this filter allows you to do is select the columns that you'd like to include in your report. Let's go through them quickly. For the date range, you can include these columns. Now this is a little bit different than the date that we're searching by. This is the date you want to appear on the report, which you can have multiple dates. So if you'd like to include the column for the date that the specimen was collected and the date that the MRO released the test result, select both. On the account and donor column selections, we have the lab account holder, which would be the owner of the lab account that the test was done on, the account that the test was finally delivered to. In the case of direct clients, this would be the client that you directly reported to, or in the case of a TPA, it would be the employer that they delivered the test result to. The lab account number, the lab sub-account number, the donor name, and the donor ID. All information that would have been collected and then accessioned by the lab or the medical review team when they process the test result. On the test options, we have the specimen identification number, the name of the lab, the test code that was used, the test type, whether that be a 5-panel test or a 10-panel test, the specimen type, urine, oral fluid, the reason for the test, pre-employment, random, what the verified result was from the MRO, and whether or not the test was observed. There are some specific filters for the Department of Transportation or DOT tests, whether or not this was a DOT test, what mode it was done in, FMCSA, FAA, and then the category. In the case of a FMCSA test, perhaps it's a vehicle operator. And then the MRO filter allows you to specify who the MRO was and who the MROA was. Now once you've selected all of these filters, you can click on Run Report. And it takes just a second for Veriport to compile the report and provide it to you in the table in the middle of the screen. Now because this is our test account, there's no data for us to compile, the test result or the report is empty. Once you've compiled your report, you can click on the Export to CSV button. CSV is an acronym for comma separated value, which is a very common way of exporting data from a database that can be read by most spreadsheet programs. And once you click that, the download will automatically occur and you'll be able to view that document. Now, if you can imagine, if you have to do this test month over month, it can be a little bit tedious to select all of these column filters each and every time you want to make a report. So we do have a Save Report feature. If you wish to save the report, just click on Save the Report. It's going to ask you for the name that you'd like to save it to. So let's call this one Month End Test. And we click Save Changes. Now the system has saved all of the report parameters. So let's just refresh the page here, and you can see when we refresh it, deselects all of the filters. To bring up that Save Report, under the Save Report section, click on Select, click the saved report, select your date range, and click on Run Report. Simple as that. Thank you, and if you have any questions regarding the reporting system or if there's anything our support team can help you with, please email us at support@veriport.ca or click the feedback button and fill out the form, and one of our support team members will get back to you right away. Thank you, and have a great day.